Let's now try to understand what happens when you log in with your wallet to one of the decentralized apps. We will first have a look at the key concept of Web3 authentication, which is the public-private key pair. And first, we need to look at something called symmetric encryption. Let's imagine a situation where Mandy has a secret document that she would like to share with Benny. She will lock it with a special passphrase. You can think of it as locking the document with a key. And she needs to provide that key to Benny so that he can actually open the document on his side and read what's inside. This is not a perfect solution though, because when Mandy is passing the key to Benny, lots of things can happen. And first of all, it can be hijacked on the way. So someone may hack the transfer of that key and get access to the information. Another situation would be that Benny simply loses this key and someone else finds it and can access the secret document. Lastly, Benny can also use it maliciously for his own advantage. So what is the solution to this situation where we only have one key that needs to be passed between the two sides? Well, it's the asymmetric encryption. We start from Benny, who has his own key, which is called a public key. He provides it to Mandy so that then she can lock the document that she has with that public key. Once she's done, she will send the document to Benny, and he can open it only with a private key. So he cannot use the public key he gave to Mandy to lock it, but he needs the second one, which gives him the power to access the information. As you can see, we are not passing the private key between Benny and Mandy, so it cannot be compromised and no one else will get the access to the data, well, as long as Benny doesn't expose it or doesn't lose it. How does the document know, though, that this specific key can open the document? Well, we need to now move on to the RSA algorithm to understand it better. It's a crypto system that is used for the secure data transmission. And what it does is that it creates this public-private key pair, so two keys that are closely linked together, by first creating the random private key, which is just a string of random characters, a random number. And from that foundation, the algorithm derives the public key. What is important to know is that the reverse process is not possible. So if Mandy receives the public key, she cannot figure out what is the private key that can actually open the document. So as you can see, this is a very secure process to be able to lock some information and also then to unlock it and read it. So let's have a look at the details when it comes to the functionality and the power that comes with the public and private keys. Starting with the public key allows data encryption. So you can think of it as locking the document. It can be also used to receive transactions to your account, and it enables identification. When it comes to the private key, it is used for data decryption, so opening the lock and getting access to the data. You can use it to send transactions, and also it allows authentication. And let's quickly talk about the identification and authentication, because I feel like many people confuse it and think they are basically the same. So identification is when I come to you and I say, "Hi, I'm Zuza." So you know what's my name, you know what I claim to be. But authentication is the moment when I prove that this is my name, and I can do it through, for example, showing you a passport with my details. So I give you a proof that I claim who I said I am. Very, 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 very important thing to remember here is to never share your private key with anyone. And if you ever get an email, a message, a friend is asking you for the access to private key, run away as quickly as you can. Because the moment someone gets control of your private key, they can actually impersonate you. They can get access to your funds and manage them and spend them, send them to another address as they wish. So, if you've ever sent a transaction, for example, from a crypto exchange when you hold some funds to your own address, you know that you had to copy the address that you can find in your wallet and provide it to the crypto exchange. So, is the thing that you copied actually your public key that allows you to receive a transaction? Well, it's called address. And it's actually a shorter, representative, more human readable form of your public key. And you can think of it as your public Web3 IBAN that you are also using in your regular bank accounts in the Web2 space.